Take your buzz out if you're gay.
What?
Gotcha. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another video of my training log for this week. So this week was a bit different. I did nothing on Monday. It was too wet and it was super cold, so we didn't do anything that day. I didn't start practicing until Tuesday, and I actually had some pretty decent throws Tuesday. I pretty much just worked on some of the basics. Here's one here. Alright, so Tuesday was a really good day for me in terms of throwing. So here's some things I like about this throw. First off, in this throw, I really liked how I how I wound it back. I did like my wind up. It wasn't exactly parallel. It was pretty good. You see my arms down here, and I'm not really as parallel as I could be, right? I need to raise that arm a bit more if I want to be parallel. But I still think it was pretty good, you know, for right now. It's good for right now, alright? Like here, how as I came into the middle, my right foot is pretty in line with the middle of the circle. It's a little off, and my throwing arm is far back here, which is pretty good. It's a good thing to keep it back some, so when you throw, you can have more power into it. I really like this release angle. Look at this. So my arm is actually nearly as high as I want it to be. I would want it to be, you know, a little bit like this. But this is good too. This is pretty close to that. I need to work on one thing. I need to work on keeping my feet to the ground. I always come off the ground way too early, so I don't have enough time to really push into the discus, which I really need to fix. This throw here is another pretty good throw from Tuesday. I think I did some things here about the same as the other one. Some good things, some bad things. So this throw here is a bit different as well. This throw, I have like two different types of ways to throw. One of them, I try to focus on keeping my arms level and focus on gaining balance and speed throughout the circle. Then there's this type of throw where I focus more on getting power and height. There's a certain, I'm copying, I'm attempting to copy Daniel Stahl when I do this type of throw. You see my arms are not parallel at all, which I need to fix even on this one. I'm just really bad at that. But as I come out of the back, I get much lower than I do normally. You can see here I actually do kind of the same thing. My arm isn't exactly in the right position, but I am looking up some. You can kind of see when I throw it's a bit high. But again, my feet are off the ground before my discus is out of my hand, and that's something I need to fix. I know every discus thrower I ever watch, they always say keep your feet on the ground so you can work the ground and put more acceleration on the discus. So that's one thing I need to work on next week. Alright, and that moves us on to Wednesday. Wednesday was a very good throwing day. I threw some bangers Wednesday. I really enjoyed my throws from Wednesday. Wednesday was a very good day for throws. So first off, one thing I did Wednesday was I started to focus more on my throw, where I focused on keep my arms level, because I feel like that's like my technically better form. I think this is a really good position to be in. Even though my arm is still too low for the position, I still think I have a lot of loaded power here that I'm going to translate into the throw. This throw was really good. We measured it out and it was 165 feet. So that's a whopping throw right there. So I really want to look at this one and see what I do here to make it a good throw. So looking at my arm positions, they're about the same as usual. Coming out of the back into the middle, I feel like there's a bit of a difference there. I'm coming out the back to the middle. Again, my speed is a bit higher up. Also, you can see as I come to the middle, I'm pretty much in the middle. And on this throw, I'm still coming off the ground before I release the discus. But the amount of speed I got before it came out is probably the reason why I went so far. And this one was 165, and it was probably my favorite throw because it was the furthest, and also it was probably my best one so far technically. And I feel like I can throw even further if I just change a couple of things. You know, my arm position in the front, how long I stay on the ground within my throw. If I can just fix those things, I'm pretty sure I'll be throwing even further than this. Also, I did kind of step out in the front. So Thursday was meet day, and I don't actually have any throws from that day because it was like 48 degrees and I was too busy thinking about how cold it was to actually record, but I did pretty poorly. In shot put I only threw 40 feet, and in discus I only threw 152 feet. Personally, with discus I will chalk it up to the cold. I couldn't feel my hands, couldn't feel my feet, it was terrible, but I think 152 is a pretty good mark to hit in such bad conditions. The shot put, I think that's just me having a bad day. I have been working on my spin some, which you'll actually see here on a Friday. I do think I could probably get my body a bit more loaded. I was kind of giving way at my hip. I should probably be turned a bit more, but I think it was still a good position to be in for me to release the shot. My biggest issue came when I actually released the shot. I have a tendency of not moving forward when I spin for shot put. I keep going upwards and not really putting all my force into the shot, which is really hindering my distances. One thing about this throw is that you can kind of see how slow I am. I have worked on that now. I'm a bit faster now. You'll see when I get to the Saturday throws. I have gotten quite a bit faster in my spin, but this one was really slow, and it was just a pretty bad spin overall. I was slow, I was closed up, and everything was kind of bad. And you can kind of see where it went. Let me look at it. It looks like it went about like 28, maybe 30 feet, which isn't good at all. This shot put though here is one that went about 40 feet, and you can see how I'm speeding up in this one as well. I get down and I'm able to actually speed up. My release is really bad though. As you can see, as I release it, I'm releasing it kind of weird, right? I'm releasing it not high at all. When I flick it off my hand, it kind of slips. I think I might be turning my wrist some. This is one of my better throws of Friday. You can kind of see I go a bit faster on this one, and my release is actually pretty good. I was able to actually push up more than usual. I think that was actually about a good 43 foot throw there. 43, 44. Maybe 45, I can't quite remember. It looks like it's pretty far. But you can kind of see what I mean. On this throw, I keep myself balanced. I'm able to come in. I'm able to get a bit of a dip in my throw. And I was able to push upwards a lot more than usual. I still need to learn how to push forward some more, but this was a good start. Right, now I can get back to some discus. So I came from the gym this day, so I was a bit lenient on my throws because my hands were kind of shaking. Anytime I do like super heavy lifts, my hand shakes a lot, so I had some really bad releases this day. I think that might be what it was for. But yeah, Friday I wanted to get a 500-pound deadlift, so I went to the gym and I, started my deadlift practice. I did pretty well. I got to 485. I lifted that, but then I couldn't actually lift 500. Here's a video of me lifting. I think it was 445.
Nice.
Alright, now we're on to Saturday, which was today. So Saturday, I feel like I did pretty good today. I think my speed is definitely there. What I'm lacking is what I'm going to see now. I think my speed is definitely a part of it. I have good speed on these. What I believe I'm lacking though is, again, the ability to push up and forward with the shot. I still am just kind of not moving in a circle. So there I had a couple of throws that had a pretty weird angle when they came out, but they still went pretty decently far, so it's okay with me. So these right here are a couple of my throws from the day. They were pretty good. My biggest issue with these throws is the fact that I'm releasing at a very strange angle. This one right here specifically, you can kind of see that it comes out of my hand. It's like slanted way too much to the right, and as it comes out, you can kind of see that's one of its biggest issues. It levels out towards the end, but that's far too late for it to actually glide. So my angle there was really bad. That's about it for today.